Хей, привет банда, това съм аз Бертона и ето че е време отново да поиграем Hogwarts Legacy. В последния епизод набързо да спомена какво направихме, открихме един нифлър, който беше отвлечен или по-скоро загубен някъде в едни руини, където беше пълно с тези Ashwinders. Как успяхме да се оправим с тях, може да видите нали горе в дясно. А днес продължаваме с още един квест, който ни очаква в замъкът Хогвартс и да видим какво можем да направим за нашата съученичка. Стига толкова приказки, скачаме в играта, за да видим какво ни чака. Намираме се в оранжерията, може така да се каже. И ето, че Саманта ни чака.
Samantha, is everything all right?
No, it's not. It's my brother William, the one I told you about after Charms class. He's been cursed. He ignored my warning and now he's lying in St. Mungo's looking completely pathetic. He simply never listens.
I'm sorry, how exactly has he been cursed?
Oh, you won't believe it. Truly, but his feet were turned into purple beets. You can imagine his distress. And mine. I won't even go into the attention he was getting from our garden rabbits before he admitted himself to hospital.
Да.
I'm so sorry. That sounds like a trying situation.
I'm glad you understand. Everyone else just laughs at me as if it's a joke. No compassion at all.
Well, it is an unusual situation. How did your brother end up like this?
It's entirely his own fault. I told him about some research I'd done recently on our ancestor Marmadюk Deйл. In particular, my discovery that Marmадюk's tomb was cursed. My brother's always making fun of my discoveries. This time, he laughed in my face. Told me I'd misinterpreted my findings. As if that were possible. And to prove his point, he went right up to the entrance of the tomb and poof! His feet transfigured into beets.
Кофти. Ами, принципно си го заслужава, но да, може би заслужава и помощ.
How awful. I can see why you're upset. He definitely needs some help.
Exactly. He may be a cape flapper, but he's still my brother. And no one deserves such a fate to last forever, especially as the result of a single brainless mistake. Now I worry that if the curse isn't reversed, it could become permanent.
Can't the curse be broken?
Possibly. The curse stems from a crest that was stolen from Marmadюk. If the crest were returned to its rightful place upon his sarcophagus, then I believe that William's feet may be restored. You battled trolls when they attacked Hogsmeade, escaped a dragon, and I could tell by your work and charms that you're a skilled spellcaster. Returning a crest to a sarcophagus should be almost effortless for you. So, will you help us?
Ами, но нека първо да поговорим.
Why was Marmадюk's tomb cursed?
The curse is the result of an intense sibling rivalry between Granham Dale and his younger brother Marmadюk. Marmadюk was a famed herbologist, and Granham resented the attention that he received.
Sibling rivalry? Sounds as if it might run in the family.
But I would never intentionally curse my brother, not like Granham did. When their mother died, Marmadюk was given the prized family crest. Granham felt that as the eldest child, he should have been given it. Years later, when Marmadюk died, Granham stole it and cursed the tomb so that none in the Dale family could ever pay their respects.
Интересна история.
How do you know it's safe? I don't want my feet to turn into beets as well.
Oh, but the curse only applies to Marmадюk's descendants, as my brother so aptly demonstrated. That's why I need your help. You're unrelated to my family, so the curse wouldn't affect you.
Не ми се струва много така успокояващо, но...
Why is your ancestor so well known?
He discovered the properties of several magical herbs and plants. He also uncovered numerous types of flora. The wizarding world owes him a great debt. His work not only impacted the discipline of herbology, but also potion making.
Добре.
I can take the crest to Marmадюk's sarcophagus for you.
Oh, thank you! Thank you so much! You'll simply go into the tomb where Marmadюk was laid to rest and place the crest on top of his sarcophagus. According to my research, the tomb's been abandoned for centuries, so it should be a fairly simple task. You'll find it just east of the hamlet of Brockborough.
Никога не е толкова просто, това мога да го гарантирам. Дейл Family Tome. Добре, дайте да видим къде се намира въпросната гробница. World Map може би трябва да открием и... чак вън този край. Супер! Бръкборо. Отиваме там.
To find the tomb near Brockborough and place Samantha's family crest on a sarcophagus there.
Тук ще тичаме възможно най-бързо. Всъщност на 200 метра. Защо да тичаме до там, като можем да летим, примерно? Доста по-бързо е. Тук имаш един Мерлин Трайл, който го прескачаме. Добре, тези няма да ги закачаме. Имам чувство, че няма да бъде толкова лесно, колкото си мисля. Че, я да видим. За малко да прескочим. Нищо интересно. Има доста неща, които можем да спечелим, да вземем. Тук не ми трябва нищо. Я първо да видим какво е това тук. Само че, защо ли си мисля, че по-скоро трябва да минем от другата страна, ето през тази част, защото там вероятно ни чака нещо, някакъв трол. Ау! И това ако не беше капан. Добре, айде. Всъщност, защо да не го играем малко по-хитро? Да видим колко можем да го направим. Успяхме да го ликвидираме. Да, сравнително лесно. Но защо ли си мисля, че можеше да минем и по друг маршрут? И имам усещам, че изпуснахме някакъв лут малко по-нагоре. Да, ето тук. А може и е някакъв алтернативен маршрут. Това не означава, че няма да се погледаме и за него.
Marmадюк certainly left behind more than plants.
Добре, тук също има някакви малки паячета. Няма друго, само още малко от тези. Да, може би си заслужаваше да се качим. И статуя на еднорог. Найс. Мисля, че от тук вече спокойно можем да продължим в нашата си посока. Тук вече бяхме. И всъщност не можем да продължим в нашата си посока. Или можем? Не, не можем. Да, трябва да се върнем чак догоре, за да скочим отново през тези билки отровни. Които за малко, т.е. не за малко, те направо се ме убиха веднъж. Просто трябва да бъдем бързи. И от тук продължаваме с пълна скорост в тази посока. Да видим сега какво ще ни изненада.
That should reverse the curse. Hopefully.
И това ли беше? Уж. Подозирам, че нещата няма да се развият толкова спокойно, имайки предвид, че да речем тази огромна зона. Да. Изглежда да е само това. Няма да лъжа, че ако е само това, ще съм изненадан. И от тук тичаме навън. Почти сме готови.
Samantha will be glad to hear that the crest has been returned. I certainly hope it reverses the curse.
Чудесно. Връщаме се обратно при нашата съученичка, която вероятно е в Хогвартс. Сякаш така изглежда. Ето някъде тук. Там, където я бяхме оставили всъщност. Я да видим.
I'm happy to tell you that I returned the crest to Marmaduke's sarcophagus just as you asked.
I thought as much. I received word from St. Mungo's that my brother's feet are back to normal. No more beats. Oh, I cannot thank you enough. It wasn't too much trouble, I hope.
Just a measly old troll. Nothing significant.
A troll? Oh dear, I'm so sorry. That's awful. No one has been in that tomb for centuries. But I can't say I'm surprised. Marmaduke seems to have been full of surprises.
Indeed he was.
Well, I suppose I should be going. I'm anxious to see my brother, who must be elated to have his feet back.
Of course. I certainly would be.
William and I are forever in your debt.
Така да бъде.
Thank you again for what you did.
Я имаме една минутка време да говорим вероятно с нашата преподавателка тук. Имаме диалог някакъв, нека да го чуем.
Professor, I was wondering where you're from. What's your background?
Oh, how nice of you to ask. Well, let's see. I grew up in London, right on the Thames.
Sounds lovely.
That sounds lovely. All the sights and bustle of a city.
To some, yes. I used to dream of living in the country, but it wasn't until I came to Hogwarts that I felt truly at home. Mind you, it did take some time, and whilst it is my fervent hope that each student eventually feels as at home here as I do, it is not always the case.
I suppose that makes sense.
Well, we each bloom differently, don't we? Some of us, like Devil's Snare, thrive in the shadows, whilst others crave the attention of a bouncing bulb. And we each grow and thrive according to our own plan. Oh, I was terribly nervous when I arrived at the castle. You see, as a child, I knew nothing of witches or wizards. You can imagine how astonished I was to receive my letter from Hogwarts. I spent a good deal of time alone in either the greenhouse or the library my first days here.
Да, наистина срамота е било.
I'm sorry the other students weren't more friendly.
Oh, but I've given you the wrong impression. On the contrary, I was shown great kindness. In fact, a 7th year took me under her wing during those first days. She remains one of my dearest friends.
Was it Serona Ryan?
It was indeed. How on earth did you know that?
Serona has been a good friend to me as well. In fact, I retrieved a box of letters from Mrs. Sprottle for her.
Oh, darling Mrs. Sprottle. She was always astonished I knew as much magic as I did, being Muggle-born. I dare say you'll find that the friends you make here at Hogwarts will last a lifetime. Now, I'd best get to my recent delivery from the Magic Neep. Mr. Teasdale promised me quite an assortment of seeds this week. Lovely to see you.
Наби ми игнора. Ами, да, окей. Явно поне квестовете са навързани, което е готино. Това наистина радва така от време на време да личи, че това, което се направил, има някакво значение, но да. Мисля, че тук е момента да кажем стига толкова. Надявам се, че това, което видяхте ви е допаднало. Ако е така, покажете го, като ударите един лайк, а пък също така, ако не сте се абонирали, абонирайте се. Винаги помага, натиснете камбанката, за да знаете кога излиза новия епизод. И да, мисля, че това е всичко за днес. Оставям ви и ще се видим следващия път, а вие не спирайте да се забавлявате. Чао, чао и до скоро!